Shedeur Sanders has another NIL deal on wax, and this one, allegedly, according to the reports, is actually being sold at the JSU bookstore. Let's get into it and how cool this is after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? My name is Jeff Lighty Jr. here with the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, Shedeur Sanders, according to my man, Cal T. Mosley, shout out to Cal T. Mosley and HBCU Legends, has secured another NIL deal, an NIL partnership. This one with PLBS, and they launched a barbecue sauce. It says Shedeur Sanders, PLBSE, announced NIL partnership and, quote, #2 BBQ sauce brand launch. It says Shedeur Sanders is growing his NIL portfolio, although this time it will have his unique taste in the deal. The Jackson State quarterback and PLB Sports and Entertainment have launched Sanders' first retail product, the #2 BBQ. I like that. It says, I'm not a big sauce eater, Sanders shared. The only sauce I do eat with food is barbecue sauce. It was a perfect match. I'm really excited to launch this sauce. What's distinctive about the #2 BBQ sauce is that Sanders was intimately involved in its development and gave his final approval on the product's ingredients before going into production. Sanders humorously told me, quote, when we have to make this sauce, we had to make it with lots of love and passion. That's the main thing. Expect to taste a tomato-based, rich, thick, sweet molasses-style barbecue sauce, including tangy vinegar and fiery cayenne heat that finishes with a subtle smoky note. And you see some good pictures of Shedeur and the good folks over at PLBSC. The PLBSC Sanders partnership was a perfect match for the talented Jackson State quarterback, whose team is 4-0 this season. Now, let's get into the part. Today, Sanders and PLBSC will sell the #2 barbecue sauce at Jackson State's bookstore and local Jackson area Kroger grocery stores. Quote, we need everyone to get it and try it for yourself. Then everything will take off from there. So the unique twist to this is that you can actually buy this on JSU campus in the bookstore. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Shedeur Sanders also noticed an opportunity for him to give back to HBCUs by donating a portion. Oh, this is really cool too. A portion of his proceeds to the Thurgood Marshall Fund. Quote, we just had to give back to our own people, and it was the only right thing to do. And I felt like the Thurgood Marshall Fund was the best place for the money to go. TMF's mission is to ensure student success by promoting educational excellence and preparing the next generation of workforce talent through leadership and development. The first edition of the sauce bearing Sanders' number and image will be available online. So you can go get your PLBSE #2 barbecue at plbse.com. Now, and you get some cool pictures of Shedeur with this new barbecue sauce. And I think like I said, it's a cool take because you get this, the sauce is going to be right there in Jackson at the college bookstore. That's cool. See, that's the dope thing about NIL is that it allows you to sell directly to the consumer, first of all, for the student athlete to profit off his name, image, and likeness. And then to sell directly to the consumer, you can actually incorporate it, especially when you're as popular and doing as great of things as Coach Prime, Shedeur Sanders, and the JSU football team, to sell right there on campus, right? So the fans know exactly where they can go to get it. The Jackson area Kroger, and right there on campus, whether it's on game day for the tailgates. Everybody at the tailgate should have a #2 barbecue, if it's good. And we got to make sure it's good first. I'm not going to I don't disjudge Shedeur's judgment, but some barbecue sauces are better than others. And if it's good, we'll probably see a whole bunch of #2 BBQs at the JSU tailgate when they have the 30, 40, 50, 60,000 in the stadium, another 5, 10,000 in the parking lot, all with the #2 BBQ. Perfect idea for Shedeur. HBCU culture, tailgate culture. You're the hottest HBCU program in the country, and now you make a barbecue sauce that goes perfectly with the tailgate culture and all the great things that are happening with Jackson State. Shout out to the people at PLBSC for capitalizing on this, paying the ticket, whatever it costs to get Shedeur. Right? Whatever it costs to get Shedeur, they paid that ticket, And now they're going to reap the benefits of that because this is a these two things go hand in hand. Not just the simple fact that he only likes barbecue sauce, but the fact that he plays in an HBCU, the fact that they're winning, the fact that they dominating, not just winning, they're dominating. And he plays in an HBCU with warm weather and that people love to tailgate for. People love college football. They love tailgating for football, and barbecue sauce goes perfectly with tailgating. And Jackson State holds 60,000, so they get on average 35 to 40,000 people at every game. It all works perfectly. And even cooler that he's given a portion of his proceeds to the Thurgood Marshall Fund to help educate the next Shedeur Sanders or the next, Thurgood Marshall or whoever. Really, really dope concept. I love it all the way around. And this also goes back into what Coach Prime said on EYL. And he talked about NIL. It's funny. On Earn Your Leisure, he talked about NIL, and he's like, man, all these dudes have NIL deals, but I don't see any of them being promoted besides my son and Bryce Young. He said Bryce Young, the quarterback at Alabama, and my son are the only two that are really, when they get an NIL deal, there's commercials that go with it. There's pictures that go with it. There's internet articles that go with it, right? Everybody else can't say the same. They're just a part of these collective, and they get NIL deals. That's got to change. And I agree with them. But shout out to Shedeur for doing the cool things that he's doing. Shout out to the PLBSE. So make sure you go to PLBSE.com, PLBSE.com to get your number 2 barbecue sauce. Pretty dope. Shout out to them, man. And some of the proceeds go to educating the future leaders of America in the Black community. I love everything about it. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsey Jr. with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsey7, on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsey7. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Peace.